Here we are in Hangzhou, and I'm Sherry, the local guide in Hangzhou, and the family name is Guo, G-U-O, Guo, and my given name is Xiaorui, which is very close to the English name Sherry, so that's why I took the English name Sherry. It's winter, so it's pretty cold outside. It's about 8 degrees centigrade, which is about 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And also outside it's raining. But this is one of the best weather conditions that you can enjoy the city. So this is the paradise city. It's a pretty nice city. And in China we have 2 paradise cities. One is Hangzhou and another one is Suzhou. So in China we have a very famous famous saying: above there is a paradise, but down under there is Suzhou and Hangzhou. The difference between Suzhou and Hangzhou is that in Suzhou we can see a lot of gardens, privately gardens, which were built by the ranking officials in the Chinese history. And so descriptions for Suzhou is gardens in the city. And how about Hangzhou? So Hangzhou is the city in the garden, because the whole city looks like a very pretty garden. The city here is famous for the natural landscape. The most beautiful of all the natural landscape is the lake. That's the West Lake, because the lake is located in the western part of the city. Hangzhou is a city with a very long history, about 2,300 years old. But today's Hangzhou doesn't look that old, because the great changes took place just in the recent 5 years. And in this city you will find everything, the street and the road are very clean and neat. And the air is very fresh and nice, because in this city we don't have a heavy industry. Most of the industry here are of light type. So tourism is the main industry in Hangzhou.
Banana. I've never seen coin.
Thank you, sir.
All the statues, they are all miniatures, the copy, very nice copies from any part of China. And because it's only about 8 years old, and also nearby there is a real mountain. So on the mountain there are a lot of very fancy, things to see, and so it doesn't match with the real mountain nearby. So that's why the local government transformed this series into a garden only for flowers and trees. So only several statues still left here. This is a mountain with the name a peak flying from far away, and this is a part of the temple, and also it's a natural mountain. The local people would like to associate this mountain to a very famous Chinese crazy man whose name is Qigong, and he is a Chinese Robin Hood. Most of the time he was in rags and held a broken fan in his hand, and he loved to drinking wine and eating meat very much, and he will travel very far and wide. The temple further inside is the place where he practiced Buddhism, And so one day when he just came out from the temple, he saw a black dot in the sky. The second look revealed that it was not a cloud, but instead that was a mountain, which was going to crash down at noon. So realizing something dangerous would happen, so he turned back to the temple and told the other monks of the danger. But nobody believed him because everybody thought he was just talking nonsense. And just at the moment, he heard the sound of beating gums and drums outside of the temple. And the sound came from a wedding ceremony, and he was a very smart guy. He got an idea, and he just ran out and seized the bride out of the sedan chair, and he ran very fast. So every villager chased after him. After covering 1 kilometer, he just let go of the bride and sat on the ground waving his broken fan. The villagers almost caught up with him, but they heard the sound of the mountain crashing down with a boom. So they turned around and they realized everything. And they came to know why the crazy man seized the bride just in order to save all the people's lives here. So in order to keep the mountain here, the crazy man had total about 338 statues cast on the mountain. So even nowadays, we can still see about 338 Buddha statues here. The mountain is a real mountain. It was very different from any mountains nearby. So that's why we give the name to the mountain, peak, flying from afar. Most of them were just finished in the Yan Dynasty in about 13th century when Marco Polo visited China. Here we can see 300 for national revenue here. This is the base for the crazy man, Jigong. This is a very favorite place for the crazy man to have his meats and his wine. And because it's also following from the Buddhist monasteries, and so the master couldn't trace any smell from the any smell of the drink and the meat. He usually stayed here to eat his meat and have his wine. And also after he finished his meat and wine, so usually he just lie down on the bed here. So this is the crazy monk's bed. And also because the monk is very popular with Chinese people, so usually everybody would like to touch the bait for good luck. On the bait, we can see about 18 Buddhas. Some of them are not complete. The faces and the arms were cut down or were smashed partly. So these was done during the Cultural Revolution from 1966 to 1976. So it's about 2 years revolution, and so some of them were just destroyed during that period of time.